All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, fellow Pandemonium travelers, this is Seattle Pandemonium Shutdown, day 355, by my count. And what's going on? What's going down? So we've got, well, I guess 10 days until it's been a year of whatever this is. So yesterday was the big bad breaking news. The Biden administration, so diversity drone went pew pew pew, and the result was, well, we bombed some, rebels, I assume that's the phrasing, in Syria, because, we're America. It's what we do. We bomb brown people and make them mad, and then they come and kill us, and then we go, oh, my stars and garters. Like, they're coming to kill us because they hate our freedom. No, they hate you because you bombed the wedding that their brother was at. That's why they hate you. I'm not... Look. Some terrorists attacked our base in Iraq, and so we had to counterattack, I guess. Okay, like this starts to get to kind of like, I don't know, von Clausewitz Machiavellian Sun Tzu levels of like, well, you can't just allow an attack to go unresponded to, right? Like you have to do something. Okay. But there's a whole bunch of people who are either full-on libs who were like, Orange Man bad, who are like defending Biden dropping bombs when they criticized Trump for dropping bombs. Then there's a separate class of libs who are like, oh my God, how could he have done this? This is unacceptable. And then there's literally everyone who's like, yeah, what did you think was gonna happen? Like, Trump bombed things. I wanna try to get this straight, okay? Trump bombed things, but we didn't open new theaters of war. But you have tweets from people like Biden saying, I'm not going to do knee-jerk reactionary things like Trump is doing. I'm going to, do smart policy in the Middle East. Now, I mean, I don't just want to paraphrase what he's saying and then, make a straw man, but it's like, that's basically what he said, is this president's doing bad things. I'm going to do it the right way. And then he does this, which it's not even him doing it, is kind of my takeaway. It's not, this is not Biden, look, he's not watching the drone footage and seeing the heat signature on the FLIR, scope, and he's like, yeah, that's the guy. Those are the guys. Let's fire the hellfire at those guys. No, he just said, oh, okay. And we blew up whatever. Blew up something. Like they did this in Vietnam too. It's like, well, we were attacked from over there. Over there where? Oh, well, like that village over there, and then they attack that village, and then it's like, oh, okay, well, we solved the problem. Hands clean. No, you didn't. Like, this is a asymmetric war. It's asymmetric warfare. It's like they launched an attack against our base, and then everyone scattered all over the countryside with all of the materials and weapons that they had, and then we blow up some empty buildings and then call it mission accomplished. Like, this isn't really that complicated. Like, this is what this is. It's like what we're in, right? So on the one hand, Um, I think it was Scott Horton. I don't know about this. I don't know about this guy's legitimacy. He's been a content creator for a long time. Makes a lot of reasonable noises, mouth noises about war, the Middle East, the American Empire. He said something to the effect that something Donald Trump and the Republican, what do you call it? The Republican media apparatus, let's say, was able to do from 2015, 2016 to now is frame the Trump administration and the Republican Party generally, the nativists maybe, as anti-war. They were able to frame it that way. Now, we've been bombing things this whole time we bombed things all the time under Trump. It just wasn't like Trump signed off on operations that killed children. Like that's I'm gonna say that's a fact. That's a fact as far as I know. So if we're being critical of, presidents that are baby killers, well then there you go. Okay? Like there's your, this is hypocrisy. However, Biden being president and doing more of the same is not progress. It's not progressive. I would argue it's not liberal even, and it's not good. It's not good for our, it's not good for our national, international situation. Like, it's not good for, again, like sort of that American empire issue. And the American empire is contributing to bleeding us dry, exporting all of our resources, lending itself to corruption in government, and just, we kill people all over the world. And I don't mean like Germany. Like, we have bases in Germany and, other countries, Turkey and stuff. Okay, fine. Like, in Germany, our soldiers aren't, like, being attacked and then counterattacking and killing, civilians, or even militia or terrorist organizations. It's just not happening, right? Like, it doesn't happen at our bases in, England. So, but the one facilitates the other. Like, we have this global presence militarily, and it's a game of risk that costs us, like everyone alive now in the United States at the very least, buying and selling goods and going to work and doing their jobs and then paying taxes. Your taxes contribute to this thing. So it's okay to say diversity drone went pew 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 and dunk on the stupid Biden administration with their emphasis on diversity and all that shit. Like, yeah, I'm sure that the people being blown up by Hellfire missiles, really, they'll be like, well, at least the administration was diverse, as they get blown to pieces. They don't care because it doesn't matter. It's only this bizarre kind of fixation on intersectionality and diversity stuff. Like, if Kamala Harris detonates a nuke over a city, does her not being a white man matter? Not particularly, no. Not specifically, no. So it's just like, it's this bizarre, like, it's kind of a semantics game that people are playing, where it's like, well, diversity's good, therefore, if the administration is appropriately diverse according to some metric, then whatever they do is good, which is just asinine and actually offensive to the struggles of, like, non-white people in white societies who they don't fit in easily, or there's like legacy issues of like inequality. Like, oh, well, there's a black, she's not even black, she's not black in an American sense, I'll just say it. Kamala Harris is not black in an American black sense, okay? She said pandering garbage about smoking weed and listening to Snoop Dogg. Like, okay, that's black people in America, you fucking harpy. Like, that's like that's like offensive to me. I became a lib and became offended on behalf of black people when she says stupid shit like that. Like, it's not like, and again, we still have all these nukes, we still have this giant global empire, we still have we still have soldiers on the ground being put in harm's way in a position to harm other people in other countries, and it will create more terrorists who will hate America for reasons that are legitimate when you boil it all, down to the root. And then they will come here and kill us, and then we'll be like, why are they doing this? And then our own government, I don't care what administration is in power, will be like, well, look at these crazy terrorists. We need to do something about this. And then it will lead to what? More. More. It will lead to more of the same. And of course, doing the same thing and expecting a different result is one of the definitions of insanity. So, all of that extrapolated from one Biden drone strike. But it's also, it's the response from the like shitlib media figures and the activists and the blue check, Twitterati morons. Like, oh my God, why is this happening? Like, what are you talking about? Yes, exactly. This was going to happen. How many times does the exact thing that was going to happen happens, and then people are like, oh my God, how did the thing that was obviously going to happen happened? And I don't have there's no solution to this. Like, pay attention. like pay attention. There's no workaround, there's no hack, there's no autopilot, okay? When we're talking about global power and influence, government, military, lobbying, there's no autopilot. Everything is constantly being manipulated by powers with more, by organizations and institutions and individuals with far more power and resources and leverage than you can even imagine. So what you think is real is being massaged, manicured, manipulated, reoriented, framed differently for the purposes of not you. To the benefit of not you. To the benefit of fuck all, everyone else in the world. Right? You're not, you're being manipulated at a level that you probably aren't even aware. And this goes down to, all the way down to like children's cartoon shows. I'll leave you with that. Chew on that for a minute. Children's cartoon shows contributed to the world as we see it today. Think about that. All right, it's Friday. Bye.